She actually dared to face off against the shadow assassin, Huo Ren, in the dark. The moment Bella cut the power, the entire hallway was plunged into darkness. Huo Ren's shadow manipulation ability made it impossible for her to even touch him. Dylan's arm was slung over Bella's shoulder as she helped him hobble step by step out of the room. Blood was still seeping from his wound, and his face was pale as hell. He looked like he was about to keel over any second, but the guy gritted his teeth and didn't make a damn sound.
Where's Horan?
Dylan asked in a low voice.
Just left. Probably went to find Victor and the others.
Bella replied.
But he doesn't know. I already took care of 2 of his goons.
Dylan nodded, a flicker of wariness flashing in his eyes.
He's dangerous. You need to be careful.
Don't worry, I've got a plan to deal with him.
Bella said it like she had it all figured out, but inside, her mind was racing. Horan's shadow form was a real pain in the ass. Maybe her new ability could give her an edge. They reached the exit on the basement level. Bella pulled out a key and unlocked the door, revealing a dimly lit hallway. She carefully helped Dylan forward, her ears on high alert. She was ready for anything to go sideways.
Can you move any faster?
Bella whispered. Dylan gave a weak chuckle.
I'll try.
Just then, footsteps echoed from the far end of the hallway. Bella's heart skipped a beat. She quickly propped Dylan against the wall and let him slide down to sit. With a deep breath, she morphed into the appearance of Broom Brows and stood her ground. The footsteps grew louder, and soon enough, Dylan's figure emerged at the end of the hallway. His sharp eyes immediately locked onto Broom Brows, and he frowned.
What are you doing here? Where's Mustache?
Bella lowered her voice, mimicking Broom Brows' tone.
Mustache is inside, keeping an eye on the woman. I came out for some air.
Horan stared at her, suspicion etched on his face.
Air? You two sure are taking it easy.
Bella's pulse quickened. She was scrambling for a way to keep the act going. Horan suddenly raised a hand and pointed at her.
Come here.
Bella swallowed hard and walked toward him, praying he wouldn't notice anything off. Horan studied her for a few seconds, then let out a cold laugh.
You're not Broom Brows.
Bella's stomach dropped. Damn it! The cheek was up. Without hesitation, she lunged forward, her fingers transforming into sharp metallic spikes aimed straight for Horan's chest. The spikes passed right through him like he wasn't even there, like stabbing at thin air.
Shadow form.
Bella muttered through gritted teeth. Horan smirked at her.
You really thought you could fool me that easily?
Bella quickly backed away, putting some distance between them. With a flick of her mind, she conjured a long whip and lashed it toward Horan. The whip cracked through the air, striking his shadowy figure. But it was useless. No impact. No damage.
Pointless.
Horan said with a mocking edge in his voice.
You can't touch me.
Bella clenched her jaw, her brain working overtime. Then it hit her Horan's shadow form might be immune to physical attacks. But he needed light to move. No light, no shadow. No shadow, no Horan. Her eyes darted around the hallway until she spotted an electrical panel at the far end. Without wasting a second, she sprinted toward it and slashed the wires with her metallic claws. The hallway plunged into total darkness.
You think this will stop me?
Horan's voice echoed in the blackness, dripping with disdain. Bella didn't answer. She slipped on a pair of night vision goggles she'd conjured and scanned the area. Sure enough, in the corner of the hallway, she spotted a faint blurry shadow.
Gotcha.
Bella muttered with a smirk. Her fingers morphed into a thin, sharp metal needle, and she drove it straight into the shadow. Horan let out a muffled grunt, and the shadow vanished. Bella knew she'd heard him, but it wasn't over yet.
You think this is enough to beat me?
Horan's voice came again, this time tinged with anger. Ignoring him, Bella rushed back to Dylan and hauled him to his feet.
We need to move. Now.
Dylan nodded, gritting his teeth as he stood. Together, they made their way toward the exit. Horan's shadow flickered in the darkness behind them, clearly hunting for an opening to strike. Bella, thinking fast, dragged her metallic spikes along the walls. Sparks and brief flashes of light disrupted Horan's movements. Finally, they reached the exit.
Get out now.
Bella barked, shoving Dylan through the door. She turned back, standing guard at the entrance, her eyes locked on the shadows.
You're not getting away.
Horan's voice hissed from the darkness, cold and menacing. Bella sneered.
Oh, fuck off and try me.
She slammed the door shut and used her metal claws to jam the lock. Then she grabbed Dylan and hurried away. Behind them, Horan's furious roars echoed from the other side of the door. But he wasn't getting through anytime soon.
We need to find Victor and the others. Fast.
Bella said, her voice firm. Dylan nodded, his face pale but determined.
Let's go.